Today we're going to put a radio in the Jeep. So I already started and forgot. So this trim that goes down here just pops out. It looks like my camera's a little hazy. That's better. So it just pops out. It's got these retaining tabs. So it just pops out. And then there's that screw, that one in there, and then we'll have to take this trim, and I believe there's two more screws here, plus the ones that are in the top of the console that you can kind of see there. So I'm going to take all those screws out, pop this other cover off, get those screws out, and then we'll be able to take this whole radio bezel, plus it goes around the cluster. We'll be able to take that out. So I'm going to take the screws out and yank it out. Surround is now out, so there's going to be two more bolts. It looks like a 10 mil here, 10 mil there, and that's going to get the radio out. So I got to go in and grab my 10 mil. But yeah, there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 screws total holding that surround in. And what I did is, it's hard to show you, but I reached up under here, pulled the top out first, and then the whole thing just kind of came out a lot easier. So I'm going to go grab my 10. We'll take the radio out. And the reason I'm replacing this, I would honestly keep this because it hasn't been bad, but the CD player died and the display doesn't work. So I don't know what station it's on or what it's doing, and it's having a hard time finding stations, which I don't know if that's the antenna or the radio. But anyway, for the price of this radio, just going to go ahead and replace it. And once I get this out, I'll show you the radio I'm replacing it with. Alright, radio's out unplugged. So this is the radio I got, a single DIN. It says it has CarPlay and Android Auto and all that kind of stuff. We're going to see. So the box is empty. So what you get is the radio. If it'll focus. Maybe. Anyway, it's got some controls on the side, which it still won't focus. There you can see some of the controls, a USB-C, a Type A, and then the volume, the mic. It's a pretty short unit. On the back, we've got the power, the fuse, another USB-A, your outs, antenna, and then I'm not sure what this other plug is, but we're not going to use it anyway. And of course the cage, the sleeve that goes around the radio, which this is the Metro kit. Or no, this is X Scorpion, sorry. And I don't know what part number it is. Possibly this one, the CJ1279 Bravo. I'm going to have a link to all, whatever I'm using today in the description. There's a bunch of tabs you got to snap off this because it fits like 100 different vehicles. So this is the configuration that we're going to be using. And then that was the radio. It also comes with this weird little remote that you're supposed to put, you know, well, I dropped it, but you can put it on the side of your steering wheel, and it has buttons that connect to the radio. Of course, it has the power cables, a mic, which I probably won't hook up because these things have a terrible mic anyway. Backup camera. Maybe one day I'll hook this up just to see what it looks like. Of course, the power cables for the radio. And then I also bought an adapter, which is the Metro 70-1817. This is to adapt the factory harness into the radio. So that's what I'm going to do next, is wire up the factory radio to the adapter. Plug it into the radio, and then we can start putting all this crap back together. Alright, it's all wired up. We're going to do a first turn on, see what it looks like. Actually seems pretty responsive. I can't hook my phone up to it because then I'd lose the recording or the mic capability. There it tells you how to do that. Go through Bluetooth, Bluetooth music, Android Auto. And it seems super responsive, surprisingly, the touchscreen at least. There's the EQ. I'm sure you can change the colors of all this and brightness and all that kind of nonsense. Actually, there's the brightness, there's daylight, nighttime, and off. So let me get all this put back together, and then we'll see what it actually looks like with the bezel and everything in. Alright, everything's back together. I haven't changed like the colors or anything like that. And I would turn it up, but I don't want to get copyrighted for anything stupid. But surprisingly, I'm kind of surprised at just how responsive the touchscreen is. Changing between all the options. You know, Bluetooth, can't talk. Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple. I tried the Android Auto because that's what I have. Worked perfectly fine. Of course, the screen is smaller, so you're not going to see it as big as like a double DIN or one of those, you know, like a Tesla style radio or something crazy like that. But for the price, it's really not that bad. Gotta peel the protective layer off. Now it's official. Definitely looks a lot better than this old unit. So, old, new. Again, I'll link it in the description. I'll also link the wire harness that I use for this, it should be the same for all Grand Cherokees and a pile of other vehicles. Until next time, like, share, subscribe.